Hi there, care to join us for a Stravaiging? Join Loki, Bertie and I for a wee Stravaiging just outside the village of Dalry. Got the river just down there, starting at the town hall, with the clacking in just there, and the local shop, and the village fountain. Just round the corner we also have the Loki Hotel, and this pair are super keen to get going. Oh, and the local police station just here. And just along here is the garage with a reasonably large shop in it as well. Now the first part of the walk is following the road, but there is a pavement. However, the latter part of the walks don't actually have pavements, so got to be wary. This is a shortened version of the walk. The full walk will be available later this week. If it's already live, it will be linked in the top right and in the description. So you can go across the fields through here, but at the moment I think there's sheep in some of them, so but it is quite a nice walk through there. And that's the water of Ken down there. And that hill there is Waterside. This section of the path does have a tendency to get flooded if there's been rain in recent times. And just over there we have the Allangibbon cottages. The route for the Milton Park Wood, that is just through an archway just over there. We're just going to cross up here and just follow the road up past the Milton Park. But this road is a lot quieter, but it is pretty narrow. And that bridge over there, that's just coming into view, is the Allangibbon Bridge. If you cross that bridge, and just on the left it's the road down towards Glenlee, and the road that we've been following and goes on up to Carsphairn and eventually on up to Ayr. This is another way into the fields. Again, there's sheep with lambs around, so pretty much staying on the road at the moment. This walk in particular, but also across the fields, especially when the weather is nice and there is no sheep in there, are very popular walks with locals. You quite often find people around just out for a quick stroll, quick dog walk, or if they can get in the fields, quick dog run. And this is the entrance to the Milton Park. If memory serves, it was originally built as a hunting lodge, and then in more recent times was a hotel that they used to have peacocks at that you could hear from the village, but now it's in private hands. And during World War II it was used to house kids evacuated from Glasgow Hutchinson School. Through here is the Milton Park Woods walk. If you've watched my video on that, this is where we came out. Quite often see deer in these woods. Not seeing any today though. Just an awesome view from here. And if you come down at the right time in the evening and are lucky, you'll sometimes see wild animals going down to the water's edge over there and feeding. Sometimes see deer just hang around by the tree line there as well. And the range of hills in the background is the Kells. And the range of hills over there is Carsphairn Hills, Cairnsborough, Carsphairn and Ben Inner. And I think that's Wilhelmina just to the edge of it. Can't remember the name of that hill over there just now.
It might be Strungassel Hill.
That hill there is Ardach Hill. The viewpoint's kind of, if you can even make it out on here, is just on the sort of right at the top. So we're now coming up to High Carsphairn Road. This one should hopefully be a lot quieter than the one down the bottom. Not usually too busy, but we'll see. So down there, just as far as we can see the road, is the Earlston Bridge, where we started a walk through the Earlston estate and finished the walk completing the loop via Todston. And that is the Earlston estate in behind those trees there. So the castle's just away over there. If you carry on up the road, you come out at Carsphairn and back onto the Ayr Road. We're going to go down here and head back down to Dalry. Again, we've got Washerside Hill, just behind that Dunveigh Hill. The big hill towering in the back there is Cairnsmore of Dee, also known as Black Craig of Dee. And that hill ahead, just above Dalry, is the Malach. Again, we've got Glenlee Hill, back of Glenlee Hill, the Bennin, Maggot Hill, Black Craig, Shield Hill, which is the one with the trees on. So here we are back at the village. We are actually going to do one more section, but if you go up to that junction and you go straight across the road, at the top of the hill is the turn off to go up the Malach. If you take a left at the junction, you go up the hill, it takes you to the junction of St John's Seat, which you'll have seen in the Ardach video. You go left to follow the Southern Upland Way and it takes you up to Ardach and on along the Southern Upland Way. And if you go right over there, it just takes you down through the village, back down to the town hall, but we're going to go a slightly different route. As I was checking out the field over there while walking past, and there's no sheep in it, so we can cut through this field, back down to the bottom of the village and tie off the loop there. This is active farmland, so as always, make sure to follow the Scottish Outdoor Access Code. So I've already checked and there was no sheep in there, so, or cattle, which can also be found in this field.
The next day, when I went to create the map for the walk, there were cows in that field.
That's the local village bowling green over there. So here we are, that's the garage just there. I meant to call this out when we were walking along, but turn off is just up there. Here we are, back at Dalry Town Hall. You can see just over my shoulder here. Battery actually ran out yesterday, so back down just to record the outro. But yeah, thanks for joining us in this Stravaiging, and hope you can join us again for another one in the future. Sláinte.